secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. On first down. It's complete to the left. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this with this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no first down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and now getting 3 stops in a row and forcing a 4th down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense...
There he goes! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Now adjusting. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but... Times you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Quarterback keeper. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type guy. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here.
Touchdown, Hokies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Using his feet. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking to pass, it's Lacy. Got his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Open space at the 25. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. And the defense drags him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think You see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his 1st career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Back to pass. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Punts it out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rolls back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Under fire. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To throw, it's Lacy. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Yellow Jackets will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Godet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Gets it out quickly. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Lacey. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here's a hit. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Got it near midfield. Made a defender miss. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. The screen, he can go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They move on top here on the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback
breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. On the move. Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Makes the catch, it's Ezukama. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. It's on target and complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up, and now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Rushes on him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Godet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.